Hey guys, it's Jsnow with I guess a little bit of rambling video, a little bit on the games and all that stuff. So what I've been doing lately, so you probably noticed there hasn't been much VR chat on the channel. As of this video, I'm actually uploading one since I finally got an interview. But I've just been too out of the mood, I guess, to play VR chat. And I noticed lately not that many people are on playing as much. So I'm not able to really get interviews. And then even when they are on, I'll just close the door because it's mad loud noises. Even when they are on, I'm just hanging out. Like, I don't really ask to do the interviews or anything. So, I mean, they're more than welcome to do the interviews, but I haven't been really, I don't want to pester people about it. So I usually don't mention it unless I really need to do an interview. It's like, gotta get the interview. I start strangling people for interviews. But anyway, I don't know. My mood has just been all over the place. So I didn't really take much of a break as I just stopped playing games. So basically, what I did last week was, or this weekend, or last weekend, was I went to something called speed friending, which is like speed dating, but instead you're trying to get a friend instead of a date, which was really weird, but it was kind of disorganized, and I just really wasn't into it, so it kind of just fell apart from there, and then they went out to eat afterwards, but I decided not to do that because I wanted to go somewhere else. So technically, probably if I went out to eat, maybe I would have met more people than doing the speed friending process, because you only had about 3 minutes to talk to somebody. So by the time you get into the conversation, it's like bye, and then there's no real topic of conversation because on the papers they gave us it was like, which celebrity would you want to do? What's your insecurities? One of them said, "I love you." I would love you if, like, what kind of questions are these? It's speed friending, not speed dating. And then it gave you just a sheet of just speed dating questions. So it was really awkward. So I tried not to pick any of the questions. I mean, there were a couple that were neutral, so that was okay. But anyways, that it wasn't all that great, to be honest. Like, I want to say it was successful, but it wasn't. So after that, I went to the card shop, and it was pretty funny. I played some Brawl, so Magic the Gathering Brawl mode, or whatever you want to call it. So we did a multiplayer Brawl, and I decimated somebody's Merfolk deck. He tried to swing at 2 people to kill him with 64 damage. Then I played Settle the Wreckage, and then he realized he couldn't do anything with Settle the Wreckage, so all his creatures got exiled, including a creature that allowed him to have unlimited hand. So he realized at the end of his turn, he didn't realize it, but he had to discard almost his entire hand because he had too many cards in his hand. So that was pretty funny. And I actually ended up winning the game, so I don't know how I did that, but I felt a little weird about it because it was like, I'm kicking the shop owner's ass. I need to watch out about that. Don't want to be banned from the shop. Because I was playing the shop people or whatever, the employees. Because not much goes on in that game store. It's like in a little basement of a doctor's office. It's kind of a weird place to have a game store, and I don't think it has its license yet as far as Wizards of the Coast license. I mean, they have license to operate, but they don't have like a Wizards of the Coast thing set up, so they don't have much product to sell, and they have to go to other stores to get their stuff. It's really confusing and annoying. But I'm trying to not make a name there, but I'm trying to like get into the group there. But then I realized that after last time, a lot of the regulars from the other shops were showing up. So I was just like, damn, like it's gonna be hard because I'm not a big fan of some of the people from the other shops, and it was hard to fit in with those shops. So trying to start anew would be nice, but you know, there's not where I live. It's not a small place, but it's like a small community when it comes to gaming because there's only like 3 shops on where I live, and all 3 shops are within a mile of each other, which is kind of weird. Like there's only 3 shops in the city, but they're all within a mile of each other. Like what? Like that doesn't make any sense. So there's that. So I'm hoping to see. I'm gonna try to keep going because otherwise my mood's gonna be really bad. I mean, I just haven't been doing anything. I've been sleeping a lot, and my mind is starting to think of like really stupid stuff. Of like, you know, what's the point of this? Is there really a point of doing that? If I do A, B, and C, does D even worth it? And stuff like that. So it's just I can't go into it because it would be too much, you know, too personal, but basically, you know, just feeling drained of energy. I guess that's how I could say it. More just drained of energy, lack of willpower to do things. That's why I haven't been on VR chat that much. And yeah, that pretty much that. So I guess let's go into the games. So VR chat, I pretty much already explained it. Just haven't been on because I just haven't been feeling like it, man. I just haven't been feeling like it. I mean, I went on today and got a good interview in, but as far as the usual stuff, I mean, I just haven't been feeling like it. I guess because the game is starting to get a little boring to me. I was also speaking to somebody else, not going to name who it is, but what do you call it? They're saying like the same thing as me. It's like, you know, you go on VR chat, you chat and stuff, but as far as like looking to play a game, it's not much of a game. It's more of just a chat room, open chat room. So if you're looking for like your gaming needs to actually, you know, shoot things or, you know, play cards or whatever, you can't really do that there, of course. So whether or not these certain people will be on more, who knows? I mean, I'm sometimes not on when they're on, so maybe they are playing more, but I wouldn't know because I'm not on at the right times. So we'll have to see how all this goes. World of Warcraft. So World of Warcraft is interesting because I resubbed to World of Warcraft thinking that, oh, it will be okay. Like, I mean, it's not going to go that well, but it kind of went well. I mean, I was able to get a subscription's worth of gold and get some fun out of it. But the problem is I didn't want to resub. It expired today. I didn't want to resub because it was just like, I don't really want to do it. I mean, do I really want to commit myself to more World of Warcraft? So I didn't resub World of Warcraft. The videos weren't doing all that well. Some of them did pretty good, but I'm not good at World of Warcraft anymore. I mean, I used to be a World of Warcraft encyclopedia, like hardcore. I would like to call myself a hardcore casual, like somebody who doesn't raid or anything but knows everything in the game. But, you know, I don't have that knowledge anymore since Legion came out, so unfortunately there's not much I can do with World of Warcraft videos, so I have to wait for the next expansion, and even when the next expansion comes out, there's so many guides and stuff on YouTube that I don't have that thing. Like back when Cataclysm was out, I would have like the first guide on the first day up in 5 seconds and get the views and all that good stuff, but nowadays I'm always late to the party, or I just don't have the skill to actually make the video, so it kind of sucks. So we'll have to see. Probably not getting into the beta, so that's also gonna blow. So, don't know not much I can do about that. So instead of that game, I've been replacing it with the Pokemon trading card game. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Pokemon trading card game. So I've been playing a little bit of that. It's interesting, but I'm afraid that the meta is stale. I don't know what the meta is yet, but I've been getting my butt kicked by some Garchomp deck or something like that, some dragon deck, over and over again, so I don't know how the meta is and the pricing of the cards, so I don't know if I want to get into the game in real life, because nobody's really playing it. And then the online version's free, which is nice, and it's pretty generous for a free-to-play game. So if you enjoy Pokemon or you enjoy card games, I would definitely check it out. You just type in Pokemon TCG and it'll show you how to get it for free online. And you can get a decent collection, and even if you can't get a collection, which right now I actually can't get a collection because I'm so late into the standard cycle, they give you theme decks, and there's this mode for just theme decks, so which is pretty cool. And I'm surprised Magic Arena doesn't have that, because sometimes it's fair. There's like 2 decks that are OP for some reason, but you have a more fair and balanced choice because you're only fighting theme decks. You're not fighting like random brews or the meta, so to say, like in Magic Arena. So well, moving on to Magic Arena. Magic Arena, there's not much appeal to it. I mean, I'm trying to make videos for it, but I've just been playing offline. And whenever I play offline, it's like, I get the best games when I'm not streaming, which sucks so much. I mean, I hate when it happens. That's why I feel like I always have to stream that game, otherwise it's like, I always miss the good stuff. Like, last game I had, we were bouncing Scarab Gods back and forth between the graveyards, and it was hilarious, but of course, guess what? I was not streaming. So I did not get any of that footage, so that kind of sucked. And I've been streaming it too, and not many people are showing up for it, so, I mean, it's not a dead game, but as far as my channel is going, it's kind of a dead game. So, I mean, I enjoy playing it, but I'm still also starting to get burnt out on it because the free-to-play progression's just god-awful slow, so we'll have to see what the next update brings. But, I mean, I'll see what I can do with it. I'll just have to see what I can do. That brings us to the last game, DayZ. Oh man, DayZ. So DayZ, I logged on today to play single player, so it was broken. And then they announced the 12th stress test out of nowhere, because not only is the game broken, the Reddit is broken. For some reason, this is the only Reddit page where it doesn't update correctly. So just like the game where there's bugs everywhere, the Reddit page doesn't update correctly. So I'm trying to play single player, and all of a sudden I notice the online servers are on. And I'm like, holy crap, the stress test is on. And then by the time I figure out, then I get bugged out, I can't move with my character. And then by the time I figure out how to move again, stress test is over because of server crashing. even though the server never crashed. So I don't know what happened there. I was like disappointed as hell. But with DayZ, I'm gonna try to get back into it, but excuse me, my voice is all messing up. I mean, I just don't know what to do with DayZ. Too many bugs, no release dates, 4 years, 5 years in early access, and it just sucks. So just to go over everything again, so I guess the problem with my channel is we have 4 different things. Since I'm a variety channel, I guess that's where my channel suffers. Is that we have Magic Arena, which is a card game, and it's not easy to get into. It's easy to get into, but it's not easy to understand if you have no knowledge of Magic. So it's kind of hard to get people interested into that on my channel. Then we have VR Chat, which is the more newer thing. I mean, it's not technically new, but it's what the big interest in my channel is. So there's VR Chat, and I don't know how much longer VR Chat will go. I mean, I'm going to try to drag it out as long as I possibly can, but, you know, the game is really dying off. And I'm not saying the Knuckles are dying off, I'm saying the game itself is kind of dying off, and mostly just people who are really invested to the game are playing it. Not to mention the skin. Spots was talking to me about artists that are leaving the game because their skin snatchers are stealing it and they're making it public to everybody. So I guess there's artists who actually commission stuff and they sell it. Why am I out of breath? Whew. They sell it on VR Chat. So we'll have to see. I mean, so people are leaving VR Chat in droves, I guess. So the game's slowly dying or whatever. We'll have to see what happens with it. Last one, I was going finger by finger and I was ready to stick up my middle finger. Next one was damn it, World of Warcraft. I mean, World of Warcraft used to be the main focus of my channel, but since I have nothing to offer, it sucks. But I have really nothing to offer. I have one video saved up, just of a random gold guide I just made up out of the blue that actually got a pretty decent amount of gold. Otherwise, I really have nothing to offer for World of Warcraft. And then DayZ, which my channel was kind of built on, but unless DayZ 0.63 is like some amazing godsend from the gods of DayZ, like the Michelangelo picture or whatever of God just touching the can of beans or whatever you call it, like I don't know if we'll ever resurge back to the good old times of DayZ. But we'll see what happens. Otherwise, I don't know what to do with the channel. I gotta get my motivation back together, and we'll have to see what happens. So, hope to have a vlog for next week, and we'll see if anything has changed. So, thanks for watching. I appreciate all the support and subscribers and all that good stuff. And hopefully, I will have something together maybe by next week. Something new. Maybe DayZ will actually release. Who knows?